Hello, Mission Hill Church. My name's Tyler Fore. I'm actually a missionary here at the church. I was sent 2 years ago to Cartagena, Colombia, and I run sports ministries, more specifically baseball and softball ministries, for kids in poverty or for kids on islands who don't have a way to play through their school. We have age ranges from 6 years to 18 years old. I currently work with 5 to 6 teams. The majority of my work is on an island called Tierra Bomba. That is more of our practical work, is the baseball teams and the softball teams. Obviously the spiritual side of it, because the greater news is teaching the gospel and sharing the gospel and teaching who God is. We have different cleanup days, so sacrificial days, where we go to beaches or we go to towns or areas within the town and clean. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, we also have basically youth group. So again, that's what I do. I create baseball teams, get kids who are lacking resources in poverty, and they need an outlet other than drugs or violence or gangs that they see, maybe just skipping school and not going to school. They need something that's productive and that can help build their character rather than keep it the same or tear it down. And again, I've been there for 2 years serving, and I plan to stay there and long term. And I just wanted to share a few stories with you. One of them is one of my coaches. Her name is Darina. She is 19 years old actually, and she may have the most commitment and drive to make this accomplished out of anyone there. We went to Ecuador in July for the regional tournament for Latin America. And she was one of the people that you guys helped me take with me. While we were there, she came up to me and said, "Tyler, are you guys Christians?" And I said, "Well, yes." She looked at me and said, "Okay," because I'm not. And I said, "That's okay. But part of the reason I'm here is so that the kids and my coaches and people that I work with know who he is." She looked at me and she said, You guys are different. You guys don't worry about people think. You listen to different music. You don't talk bad about each other. That's not normal." And I just started laughing because in the moment I wasn't looking for a quote unquote Christian conversation. But something I'm always reminded of is wherever you are, be all there, be present. And it's in those moments where we don't necessarily think that we're having a quote unquote Christian conversation that people are watching. People watch our lives and how we interact and how we love others and how we care for others. And it's just important. It's important even when we don't think it is. Just be on guard. Always be ready to share your faith, or always be ready to have an answer and have an account for the way that we live. And shame on me for not being ready, but I think it was God working that after that trip, 2 weeks later, she called me on the phone and she said, "Tyler, I think I want to know who God is." And I was just like, "Well, great, like awesome." And she said, "Yeah, 2 days ago, I had a Christian person approach me in the street, and he told me that the Lord shared with him, 'Hey, go talk to her and say this and say that.'" And Darina shared with me the man that approached her started telling her intimate things about her life that she has never told anyone. And so for me, my heart just started melting, because I was like, that is the Lord working through people, through our group, our trainers, our staff, through a trip to Ecuador to learn practically about how Little League works. And that is how the Lord brought Darina to himself. And I just was so enthused by that, because now she is having Bible studies with her group in Malagana, which is a city outside of Cartagena, and these kids are learning the Bible through her. And this has all happened in the last 4 months. And so it's just an encouragement to know these things are happening outside, where the missionaries that you guys as a church, Mission Hill, have sent. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that. I thank you guys for the blessing that you guys have already been. I know that you guys have helped in prayer, financially, in your thoughts, in worrying about what's going on with the ministry there in Colombia. And I thank you guys so much for that. And I'm so blessed and honored to be a part of this family at Mission Hill.